inside the Kaseya Center. The Cavaliers. No Darius Garland. Sam Merrill gets his first.
And let's see if the script can flip here.
For the Miami Heat, he was tremendous in the fourth quarter. They cut it to 2 late, but were not able to overcome that deficit. Hero cut off in the quarter. Adebayo in the corner 3 is good, just 2.
He had a huge impact on the game, not necessarily scoring in game 2, but 14 rebounds and 9 sense of energy from the home team, especially one down 2-0. So there should be
Allen with the slam.
And then to get him in that pocket for the finish. So you can see Cleveland here early on extending their pressure, trying to force Miami to play more one-on-one.
Adebayo, his 77th career playoff game, bats it in. He has come out strong.
And what I like about that possession, Matt, they need what I call exhale possessions, where a guy can just go win a one-on-one matchup and not have to stress their half-court offense.
Donovan Mitchell struggled from 2 in game 2, but from 3 he was lights out. Hero, and over the fingertips.
Perfect find there for the finish.
Mobley stretching it out, 37% the last 2 seasons from downtown. Misses that one. Hero in the paint. Hero, bucket, and a great start for the Heat.
Initial burst, but you get a favorable matchup and don't allow that defense to set.
That one sails over Allen. Mitchell finds Hero, back over to Davion Mitchell underneath. And the bucket is good for Kel'el Ware, the rookie.
And one thing you notice early, the pace. A lot of their possessions, the Heat, are being finished within the first 7-8 seconds of the shot clock.
Mobley fading, and the rebound for Ware. Cleveland gets back in transition. Hero with it. Strus on him. Former teammates here in Miami. And a trap.
A weapon that it allows you to take off some of those long runs and squash them before they really get going. But there is a level of confidence that this group plays with.
Rising up. Marquez Allen will clear it to Donovan Mitchell. 7-point lead for the Heat. Cleveland 1 of 5 from the third. Tracks that one down. Has struggled in this series. Deflects that, but Donovan comes away with it. Mobley on the run. Finds Allen right to the iron. 2-handed slam.
And that Cleveland with the starting group.
He has been outstanding through the first 2 games. And Darius Garland. Mitchell off the mark. Wiggins.
They're such a great team. They can overcome that because of the depth.
Yes.
But in the postseason, you prefer to have a guy as lethal as Garland on the floor.
Had 27 in game 1, 21 in game 2 for the Cavs. Wiggins cut off by the length of Mobley. Shot clock down. Merrill on Hero. Hero gets by him. Floater doesn't go. Batted out and controlled by the Cavs.
Yeah, they're getting matchups that they want, are the Heat here early on.
Mitchell misses with the 3, tracked down by Davion Mitchell. Pushing it up. There's Wiggins in the corner with an open look.
They're getting a lot of good looks. I like the pace from Miami here early on. Cleveland just hasn't found their rhythm yet offensively.
0-5 from 3. Here's Mitchell with the left, denied by Wiggins, and a foul.
And even though
he likes the solar camera he doesn't have to share with the Jet.
He likes.
Folks did not want to hear that here in South Florida as Allen is at the line for Cleveland. Wiggins trying to shed Merrill. Pulls up, the 3 is good. He needs
the ball go through the basket. It just kind of unleashes his athleticism, makes him a better basketball player.
Ty Jerome on the attack.
He was electric for this Cavs team.
28 points, 16 in the fourth quarter. Was held to just 6 in game 2. A little bit more attention on him in game 2 by Miami. Hunter back outside to Jerome. 7-point lead for the Heat. Hunter makes a move and it rolls in, and he was in game number 2 at both ends for them.
Yeah, a terrific two-way player. And one of the strengths of this Cavs team, right, is they don't lose anything when they go to their bench. Is Mitchell unable to knock down that mid-range. And oftentimes they get better just because of matchups and skill set of those guys coming off the bench.
Strus lets loose, and the 3 is good.
And there you go. With Ty Jerome, you get a little more playmaking than what you're going to have with Merrill as the second guard. And now the Cavs offense starting to flow.
7-0 run by the Cavaliers. Top 3-point shooting team on the road. Better than 38%. The Cavaliers had a chance here to tie or take the lead. As we head to the 5-minute mark, Allen right to the bucket. And a timeout taken by Pelle Larsson in as well for Eric Spoelstra. Run put together by the Cavaliers, tied at 15. Dean Wade checks in for Cleveland. Adebayo. And he's going to lose it. Scooped up by Jerome. Great initial D by Allen as Hunter rises up. And the 3 is good. And they
Jerome and then also Hunter, 5 points.
12-0 run and a turnover on a trap.
Offensive game 1 has quietly gotten better as this series, I should say, is progressing.
Had a dozen on Wednesday night at home against the Heat. Ty Jerome gets in the paint. Batted out by Dean Wade and scooped up by Jerome. Hero on him. Strus puts it on the deck, gets by Larsson, and then underneath to Allen on the cut in the
paint right now, finding the cracks in the defense to give his team an outlet at the rim.
Hero and a foul. Punch of the Heat, and the Cavs grab the lead. And a blocking foul on Dean Wade.
The Cavs in the road.
Checks in. Saw a lot of time in game number 2, 25 minutes. The most since the 3rd week of February on the inside. Mobley.
They've been doing such a good job. And it's partly because they have to, the Heat, extend on that pick and roll with Jerome. And that just creates an angle there for Mobley and Allen to take advantage.
16-0 run by Cleveland. Hero trying to get by Mobley, loses it, and another turnover. It's been an issue in this series for the Heat. That's their 6th. The cut. Up at the rim.
Right now, because of what they're doing defensively, they are locked in and really disrupting this Heat's offense.
Trap Wiggins, Larsson now with 3, and that ends the 18-0 run.
How about an 18-0 run there by the Cavs?
Hunter. Larsson able to retrieve it. Jovic to Hero, going end line, pulls up, and he is fouled.
The ball and share the ball. Every time we got 1 or 2 more passes in the offense, we got a good shot or a layup.
Thank you so much. Back to you.
GA, 7 first-quarter turnovers leading to 12 points.
That and then the second shot opportunity. So they're +5 on the second shots as Donovan Knox. Just a formula for success, and one that the Heat will not be able to overcome if they can't show up, particularly taking care of the basketball.
Up 16 now. Davion Mitchell. Strus in front of him. Duncan Robinson checking in. Clock down. It's going to be a shot.
They are not allowing the Heat to play the style they want to play.
Heat get a stop. Cavs back in transition. Adebayo with Mobley draped all over him. Highsmith.
You are, and you can see that offensively this Heat group struggling just to generate good looks here against this stifling Cavs defense.
Strus puts it on the deck. Wraparound pass over to Hunter. Clock down over Highsmith. And Hunter has arrived. You include the regular season, the Cavs have averaged nearly 119 points against the Heat.
The
top 10 D for 6 consecutive seasons. Davion Mitchell can't go anywhere against Mobley, but Adebayo with a clock down in the...
Adebayo, but you can just see offensively right now, they don't have anything to create high-quality shots against that Cavs defense.
Jovic flies in, able to get the rebound. Heat not able to get out in transition. Here's Davion, back-to-back threes.
That was
TNT and streaming on DAZN. Coming out of the timeout. Miami, quick 6 points in 27 seconds. Led to that timeout. Clock down. Get the stop.
Heat looked like the Cavs defensively on that possession. Terrific job on that point of attack defense there from Mitchell on Mitchell. That really did.
Game 2 in the 4th quarter. Second foul on Strus. Adebayo over to Davion Mitchell. In the corner, Jovic, a 3. Weak side, Mobley back.
Just have a knack, a Josh Hart in New York. Certain guys that just have a knack for the ball, tracking it. It's instinctual for them. Some of their guys, that's not necessarily their strength, and you get another unforced to help. That's what they need with their offense. They got to figure out a way to get Cleveland in rotation.
Isaac Okoro checks in. Able to get it into the front court through pressure. Under 10 of the shot clock. Donovan Mitchell. Shot clock down to 5. Working against Highsmith in the paint. Rising up. Oh, what a beautiful shot.
That's about as good as you're going to defend it, but Donovan Mitchell just too special of a player.
Short corner. Bam Adebayo. There you go.
But he's just going to have to take the onus upon him, especially with this lineup that they have on the floor, to create more opportunities.
Strus with a 3. Doesn't go. Flying in. Offensive rebound. And Okoro with the put.
Offensive rebounds.
14-point lead. Adebayo pressured by Mobley, batted away. Mitchell finds Highsmith and a 3. He was so good on Wednesday.
It was terrific, and boy, what a good break there for Miami.
On the road in the NBA, 13th defensive rating on the road. They have been tremendous here in the first half against the Heat. Jerome, shot doesn't go, batted by Adebayo. Davion Mitchell, Cavs get back in transition to Mitchell at the elbow, cut off. Adebayo kicks it over to Wiggins. Wiggins now. They'll swing it. Davion on the attack. In the corner, Highsmith. And Strus got over.
He's getting rotation. Much better job on that possession.
Okoro. Over now to Jerome. Shot clock under 10. Strus guarded by the length of Wiggins. The 3. Good over Andrew Wiggins.
The basketball, you cannot give up airspace there.
He was 3 of 3 on Wednesday night from Max Strus.
Yeah, and that's the issue. You know the game plan is to not give him threes. Just a miscommunication. Him a driver, and that's where execution defensively becomes so important here for the Heat.
Jerome attacking Larson. Batted up by Strus. And taken by Hero. 14-point deficit for the Miami Heat. Hero. Clean look. The 3. No. And a collision.
Having starts is to use your body to kind of dictate the physicality, but the grabbing and the reaching, they're going to try to sway you away from.
Jovic in. Here's Hunter attacking Jovic. And it's going to be season game February the 23rd as Hunter makes the first. The Clippers game 4, 6 o'clock Eastern on T and ABC. Back to a 16-point advantage. Adebayo in the paint. Jumper doesn't go. Hunter.
Yeah, they're getting some better looks here, but you got to be able to convert.
Preaching, make them dribble, make them put the ball on the floor. We have to get going. Obviously said they have to get stops, but also said pay attention to those offensive rebounds. Do not let them win that battle, guys.
Adebayo now 3 of 4 from downtown. He's got 13 points. Cavs points in the paint, 24-6. Jerome in the paint again. And
don't allow them to get in there and then swing it and just create rhythm shots.
Eric Spoelstra telling us both games, game 1, game 2, it's been those 5 to 6 minute stretches, and they've been in one here. Wiggins, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line. Off moment more on America's #1 sports book. By as many as 19 in game 2, and then the Heat in the 4th quarter made it a 1-possession game. Mobley, he will have to try to do it again against the Cavs. Down big. Top Allen has just been.
Terrific find by Mobley, who's limping a little bit right now.
Jovic on the deck. Wiggins sidestep 3. Adebayo offensive rebound. Jovic the open look. Allen with a rebound.
Jovic more than capable of shooting that, but he had an opportunity for one more pass to get it to Hero, and Jared Allen just having his right now for the Cavs.
He can't be stopped. Everything right at the iron. 7-7. Larson. Adebayo met by Hunter. And a travel
and that's with Donovan Mitchell being pretty pedestrian and no Darius Garland. So there's a reason why this team, many like to have a chance to not just.
Heat did win the second half, right? Can they put something together like that? The offense struggled for the Cavaliers in game 2 in the second half.
Yeah, well, we talked about this guy right here is going to have more of an impact. Only 6 field goal attempts in that first half, so he's going to have to be more aggressive and productive.
Mitchell doesn't go. Second chance here. Mitchell the 3. And a stop for the Miami Heat. Hero 2 of 7 from the field. It's been Adebayo offensively for Miami. Fading shot too strong.
And they're going to need a lot more than just Adebayo. And I think the pace, I'm sorry, man, I think the pace needs to pick up too. They're just not good enough to play the last 5 seconds of the shot clock consistently against this Cavs team.
Davion Mitchell, shot doesn't go. Only 2 fast break points for the Miami Heat. Donovan Mitchell, shot doesn't go. Let's send it over to Taylor Rooks.
Thanks, Matt. I chatted with Heat assistant coach Chris Quinn, who said they have to chip away. There's no big play that's going to get them right back in it. Said offensively, the Heat spacing has to be a lot better. They're allowing the Cavs to shrink the court and getting too many turnovers because of it. Said defensively, they're a great shooting team, but they're getting too many points in the
chase. They can just look at the basketball and squeeze it, and that's got to change if you're the Miami Heat.
Third foul. So the Heat have strung together a couple of stops. They need that offense to get going. Hero on Strus. Davion Mitchell on Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell in the paint. Fighting for it. Adebayo comes away with it.
That was a heck of an effort there by Ware to not allow the finish, but then also a help for Bam to come up with that offensive
Davion. Donovan Mitchell picks up his second. 62-46. Start of the 3rd quarter. Cavs have yet to score. Adebayo with the deny. Crowd coming alive. Davion gets the stop and a shot clock violation. 3 minutes into the second half of game 3. Hero attacking. The offhand doesn't go. Strus is going to come away with it. Davion cuts off. Donovan Mitchell, the screen works for Allen as Allen rolls. But Bam was there. Strus back up top. Strus, the offensive rebound put back.
Like the Heat did on that possession, it does create opportunities. I'm going to get another travel.
Merrill, the corner 3. Weak side board for Adebayo. Bam. Stopped by Mobley. Davion. Ware left open from downtown. Corner 3. Got it. 1.6 million followers on Insta. For Brody, that dude. Here's Allen. He's been a dude.
And that was, again, also improved his ability to pass out of that position as well.
18 and 10, had a double-double in game 1 of this series. Hero in the paint with a floater. And Mobley able to tear down that rebound. 66-49, Merrill drive, kick. Strus, interior pass, back outside to Mitchell. Under 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell guarded by Mitchell. Screen set. They get the switch. Now back over to Sam Merrill. Open 3. Mobley unable to finish. Popped out. Davion to Mitchell. Ahead down to Wiggins. And Wiggins misses just 1 of 5 here.
Yeah, and that's a situation where if you're Wiggins and you got Sam Merrill there, you've got to be able to finish through him.
Mitchell started the quarter 0 of 5 from the field, and then he hit that 3-pointer.
And you know, that's all it takes for a big scorer, to see one go through.
You saw that in the 4th quarter. Can Wiggins get going? Rattles in the 3. Shaking it.
Their X factor. He's a guy who can be dynamic offensively. He had a 40-point game late in the season, a 30-point game as well before the injury.
Wiggins averaged 20 in the 2 play-in games. Davion attacking. Chance to get out and go for the Heat. Said it before, they need more of that. Ty Jerome. And a foul.
He's been terrific point of attack defensively as well.
Jerome. Deep 3, feeling it. Ty Jerome.
What a luxury to have a guy with that skill set and positional size coming off your bench.
Unrestricted free agent in the summer. Hello. As Wiggins misses. 21-point lead. Largest of the day for the Cavaliers. The regular season shot better than 46% from 3. As Davion's going to get called for the foul, guarding Hunter.
If you're the Miami Heat, the entire series probably rests on the next 3 minutes.
Jerome, clock down. Jerome, finger roll. Looks back. Mobley in for Allen. Davion to Mitchell up top. 77-54. Cavs here in game 3. Robinson back over to Davion to Mitchell. Clock down. Wade staying with them. Highsmith has to release in a hurry. And Mobley will bring it across the timeline. Dean Wade rises up. And the 3 doesn't go. Batted out of bounds. And
exactly about that. Their offense is allowing the size of Miami or Cleveland to take over.
Corner 3 for Mitchell. Back to 20. On the drive, Ty Jerome.
How good he continues to excel here.
Look at that disparity. Points in the paint. 3:25 left in the 3rd. Again, cut off. Mitchell in the paint. Jerome with the rebound. Just no flow offensively for Miami.
Cleveland's just done a great job of kind of blowing up what they want to do. And then at that point,
Donovan Mitchell rising up. Doesn't go. Hero, long rebound. Cleveland gets back. Hero through the paint with a left. Got it.
that finish by Hero
In a crowd and no basket.
to get that ball in bounds.
Foul on Highsmith. He comes away with Cooper flag. Yes.
This is why you look at them as a championship team, because
Was plus 12 in points in the paint. But shooting just 39% in the paint here in Game 3 are the Heat.
yeah, this has been a complete domination defensively through 3 quarters.
Wiggins pushes it up and through as he got a little bit of space from Hunter.
You know, Matt, back in the day, up 24 going into the 4th, you'd say this thing is over, but with the 3-point shooting, anything is possible.
Mobley. Well, we saw that in game late, 105-103, but not able to overcome that 2-point deficit.
Of playing those passing lanes.
Hunter with the deflection. He's been outstanding. Both ends. Turnover. Hero to Davion Mitchell. Davion gets to the iron. Davion with 14 of his 18 in game 2 in the 4th. Strus with an easy bucket.
Yeah, that pick and roll weak side that is empty has created problems all game long for the Heat.
Adebayo over to Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins now attacking. Strus. Principle of verticality.
Yeah, a great recognition by Strus from that weak side. Saw the advantage created by Wiggins.
Strus. Using Cavs' 3rd best road record in the NBA behind Boston and Oklahoma City. They have been tremendous here on this Saturday. Limiting Miami to now 70 points.
Good job with Hero. They play him topside, so they don't allow him to come off the handoff or the pin down.
Mobley!
At all cylinders, just great awareness and spacing, playing without the basketball and then locked in defensively.
Wiggins, jumper doesn't go. Adebayo offensive rebound and the putback. Last season, it took the Cavaliers 7 games to get by Orlando in the 1st round. It doesn't appear. And that'll be the case here this season.
Yeah, this is a different version of the Cavs. This team far more deep.
Turned it over as a team collectively 9 times. Miami 13. Clock down once again. Swarming defense. Adebayo. Shot doesn't go. Another stop for the Cavaliers. Mobley, the 3. Evan Mobley.
Are not playing with any confidence or any hope.
Davion gets the bucket. Eric Spoelstra's teams in Miami have only been swept 1 time in a playoff series. That was back in 2020. It has been a balanced attack for the
Back to it, when your team can play at this level, when your best players aren't really having their typical impact, as DeAndre Hunter delivers again, it just speaks to the depth and the potential that this Cavs team has this year.
21 points off of the bench for Hunter. Strus back from a 0-2 deficit. Go back to the NBA Finals in 2006. Davion shot doesn't go. Larson with a rebound against Dallas. Dallas up 2-0, and then D-Wade went off game 3. Cam with the 3.
That was still one of the more amazing comebacks. I remember that he was working that finals, and that was in that game 3. Remember, Dirk Nowitzki missed a free throw late that allowed the Heat, I think, to get to overtime in that game 3, and then the rest was history.
Allen, and he's fouled.
Trying to create the best opportunity for the team.
The new season of the Emmy-winning HBO original series, The Last of Us.
I watched the first season. Are you a zombie guy? You not really.
Here's Mitchell. Bam. Shot doesn't go, and is this a...
Learned about the joys of sacrifice, the difference between winning basketball and individual basketball. He said taking over a game doesn't necessarily mean having 50. It means what can he get out of everyone else? How can he empower his teammates? Understanding that Evan Mobley will have to be an all-NBA player for them to be successful. That means Donovan's touches go down, his minutes go down, his patterns will change. But it's
full display here in Game 3.
Yeah, and to Taylor's point, you can tell how the guys have responded to him. Well, that's a perfect. How about that give and go action there? Just unselfishness and the joy with which this Cavs group is playing with.
It has been a dominant performance with the Heat. Expected to respond, and they have not been able to here. Adebayo up top, guarded by Allen, over top Allen. Tough shot doesn't go, and Wade with it. 5:40 to go here in the deflect. Strus finds Allen, trying to throw it down. Foul line 4-4. Now 5-3 and the Kings in Edmonton as the Oilers were able to come back late. Last TBS right now.
Yeah. Waving the proverbial white towel right now, just in terms of the spacing, the ball movement. You know, they have the versatility with their roster. They can go big, they can go small.
Tristan Thompson, the veteran, won a title with the Cavaliers. Porter with it. Greg Porter Jr. in his second year out of Wichita State, underneath to the rookie, Jalen Tyson. Lays it. So you look to game number 4 on a Monday night as the Cavs go for this sweep. But everything that minded that they're just stagnant. The lack of ball movement. How do they extend this series?
Yeah, listen, the pride's going to have to play a big part of it, right? You never want to get swept. You know, it's one thing to lose a series, but
Cora with the foul. TBS and stream. Has decided to make a coaching change after reaching the second round last season for the first time in 2017-2018 season. Of course, J.B. Bickerstaff's done an outstanding job in Detroit, but Kenny Atkinson coming in, the way they play offense, the defense, and then you add a Deion
as well. And I think that's what Kobe Altman did. But he didn't just rest on that, because remember, even though they've been having a great season, they go out and make that move at the deadline to get DeAndre Hunter and to kind of bolster, and that was a bit of a concern, right? But do you want to disrupt and the impact that a guy like Hunter brings? He can be a first option offensively at times for you. He's a terrific defender. He spaces it well because of the great shooting, and he has had his ups and downs, but I think he's been a really good acquisition for this group as they continue on this title push.
Javonte Green with a putback, 115-81, coach J.B. Bickerstaff. When you look at that Pistons team, an improvement in 30 games, and right to the iron, the rookie Tyson.
Demoralized in this game, and it's, you know, you don't say anyone's quit, but I just think their spirit's been broken.
Larson finds Jovic, corner 3.
That has definitely been the case. Spoelstra, a lot of the traits and characteristics that Pat Riley, the great Pat Riley, is famous for, and they've been able to instill that into that group. But there are times where you go against an opponent that just can overwhelm you, and that's kind of been the case here today with the Cavs.
Played for Riley in New York. The Godfather looking on.
Yeah, he's
Imagine his thoughts right now.
Well, you know one thing they're doing to get back to the top of the mountain in that Eastern Conference, because they're going to have to look to do some things differently personnel-wise.
Jovic a three. Doesn't go, and Tristan Thompson three. The Cavaliers 119-84. And Okoro, they're not done yet. Back to the crib and get one and extend this series. They have not been a good home court team this season.
They have not, and they still have the chance to get one, but boy, this one will sting.
And a three is good from Okoro. 124-84. Cavaliers, if you go back to the regular season, this is going to be their 5th consecutive win against Miami. For example, you have 15 of 40 from three, but they got into the interior, and Allen and Mobley were lights out on the inside.
Yeah, they just stress you because of the skill set of everybody that they feature, but also the approach to the game in terms of their unselfishness, their spacing,
cutting,
they do it all.
Yeah, willingness to share. 31-6. Allen with 22, Hunter with 21, Mobley 19, Strus 18, Donovan Mitchell 13, Ty Jerome 13. No Darius Garland, no problem.
No, none today. This has been one of the more impressive performances, especially knowing you tough win in game 2. You come in with the mindset